Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Tombstone Tourist. This week I'm at the Westview Memorial Park in the community of Russellville, North Carolina. This is a good-sized cemetery that is located right on the side of US Highway 74, a few miles west of Wadesboro, North Carolina. Most of the graves in this cemetery have flat markers, so unless you have the location of the grave that you're looking for, you're going to be doing some walking. There's also a small mausoleum located in the back of the cemetery near a large cross. The person that I'm here to visit today had accurate GPS coordinates on their Find the Grave memorial, and I was able to quickly find the final resting place of professional wrestler Sylvester Ritter, better known to his fans as the Junkyard Dog. Sylvester Ritter was born in Wadesboro, North Carolina on December 13th, 1952. In high school, he played football and earned a scholarship to Fayetteville State University, where he was a member of the University's Sports Hall of Fame. In 1976, he graduated from college with a degree in political science. That summer, he was drafted by the Green Bay Packers, but an off-season injury ended his football career. With his football career over, Sylvester turned to professional wrestling, debuting with the Continental Wrestling Association and Southeastern Championship Wrestling in late 1976. About a year later, in late 1977, Sylvester moved to the NWA's Mid-American Championship Wrestling, working for promoter Nick Gulas. Gulas liked Sylvester, and shortly after arriving, he was paired with Gypsy Joe, and the two won the NWA's American Tag Team Championship. In 1978, Sylvester again moved, this time to Stu Hart's Stampede Wrestling, where he was billed as Big Daddy Ritter. Again, he enjoyed success at Stampede Wrestling, twice capturing the promotion's North American Heavyweight Championship. In 1979, he took his character Big Daddy Ritter to Japan, where he faced off with some of the country's biggest stars, before returning to the United States, signing this time with Cowboy Bill Watts at Mid-South Wrestling. It was Watts that came up with the idea to have Sylvester Ritter wear a dog collar attached to a long chain. Bill Watts billed him as the Junkyard Dog. While in the Mid-South, JYD, as he was soon known, quickly became one of the promotion's most popular stars, feuding with the likes of Ernie the Big Cat Ladd, King Kong Bundy, and Butch Reed. But his most notorious feud was with Michael P.S. Hayes and the Fabulous Freebirds. It was Hayes and the Freebirds that had the angle where they blinded JYD with their toxic hair cream. During the angle, Ritter's wife gave birth to their first child. This was incorporated into the feud, with JYD claiming that he was unable to see his newborn daughter. This incensed the fans so much that Hayes and the Freebirds had to have a police escort to and from the ring and to and from the arena. The feud ended when Hayes and JYD met in a steel cage dog collar match on August 2nd, 1980 in the Orleans Superdome for a crowd of more than 26,000 people. JYD regained his sight and defeated Hayes. JYD stayed with Mid-South until 1984. It was then that he left and joined the World Wrestling Federation, where he remained very popular, even though he was mostly featured as a mid-card wrestler. In 1988, he tired of not getting the push that he felt that he had earned, and left for greener pastures, returning to the NWA, this time with World Championship Wrestling, where he was again featured as a main event wrestler, facing off against the promotion's top stars. On April 2nd, 1989, JYD returned to the Superdome to face off against his old rival, Butch at Clash of the Champions number 6. For the match, in true JYD style, he was accompanied to the ring by a jazz band and ended up defeating Reed. A month later, JYD was a no-show at Wrestle War 89 and was promptly fired. But a year later, he returned to Capital Combat, where he made a surprise appearance after being hired by then Booker Ole Anderson. Back in good graces, JYD returned to the top of the card, feuding with the likes of Ivan Koloff, Ric Flair, and Paul Orndorff. In April of 1993, he formed a new tag team with Jim Neidhart and began a feud with Dick Slater and Paul Orndorff that would last for the next few months. Then, after defeating Slater on July the 28th, 1993, JYD abruptly left the promotion. This would be his last appearance for a major promotion. Over the next few years, he wrestled for several independent promotions, but he never regained the fame that he once enjoyed. On June 1st, 1998, JYD was driving on Interstate 20 near Florence, Mississippi, when he was involved in a single-car accident. Sylvester Ritter, the Junkyard Dog, died from injuries sustained in that crash. He was only 46 years old. In 2004, his longtime friend, Ernie the Big Cat Lad, inducted the Junkyard Dog into the WWE Hall of Fame. His daughter LaToya and his sister Christine Woodburn accepted the honor on his behalf. Resting just a few steps away from JYD's grave is his daughter LaToya, who was born on June the 19th, 1980, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She moved to North Carolina with her family, where she attended high school and later went on to attend her father's alma mater, Fayetteville State University. LaToya had a passion for music and singing, and she was a member of several choirs and bands. She was very close to her father, and following his death in 1998, LaToya moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, where she worked for a couple of financial institutions while pursuing her love for music. By all accounts, she was a happy, outgoing, and very happy young lady who enjoyed life. Then, suddenly, on October 19, 2011, LaToya collapsed at her home while talking to a friend on the telephone. Her friend called emergency services, but it was too late. She was pronounced dead at the scene. LaToya Ritter was only 31 years old. Her cause of death remains unknown, and her family continues to hope that with the advances in medical science, they will one day know why she died so young. Well, I'm going to end this video here at the Westview Memorial Park in Wadesboro, North Carolina, near the graves of Sylvester Ritter and his daughter, LaToya. How many of you remember the Junkyard Dog? If you do, how about sharing your memories and stories with us in the comments? I really enjoy reading your stories and comments about all the folks that we visit in these videos. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your kind comments and for watching my videos. And I hope, if you haven't already done so, that you will consider subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. Now, until next time, please remember, life is a wonderful journey. Be sure to take time and enjoy it. And I'll see you down the road. So long, everybody.